Weatherman, don't tell me lies. I know it's all a big surprise. It's a hocus pocus magic that you do.
Good morning, I'm Meteorologist David Knollhoff. Welcome to another weekly weather edition right here on WEITV, sponsored by Westward Environmental. Well, okay, so last weekend and into the early part of this week, lots of rainfall. We were very blessed by what we got, and let's go ahead and take a look at what had happened. Well, we had the cold front push through Friday time frame into Saturday through the Texas Hill Country, along with an upper level disturbance coming from the northwest, moisture coming from the Pacific Ocean, and moisture coming from the Gulf of Mexico, all added to a lot of rainfall over the Texas Hill Country. We had talked about generally 1 to 3 inches was going to fall over a good portion of the hill country, and that's pretty much exactly what happened. Now, other parts of the hill country actually received more rainfall, and we also talked about that, and we made sure that you all were aware of a flash flooding event. 4 to 6 inches across the eastern and southern portions of the hill country, and another 4 to 6 inches across the northwestern portion of the hill country. And the smallest amounts were primarily in the central portions. But either way, everybody got at least 1 inch, and a lot of people got more than that. And so fortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of flash flooding, so that was good news. And a couple isolated 8-inch amounts also occurred, but that was over near San Angelo area. So the front ended up passing through on Saturday time frame, moved south of us by Sunday, but we had a big upper level feature that was still influencing our weather Sunday and into Monday, and we got another big rainfall along an isolated portion of the Texas Hill Country, mainly the southern portion, and that dropped almost 1 inch, in some places actually some small hail. So we got blessed this last week and very fortunate, and then we ended up drying out for the rest of this week, which was very nice. And high temperatures actually climbed back up into the 80s and low temperatures in the 60s. So very blessed, and we're going to talk about El Nino in just a moment when we return. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the weather forecast for this weekend into next week, and then I'll briefly talk about El Nino at the end. All right, a little bit of a tricky weather forecast coming up here. We have had and enjoyed the nice weather this week. And so our highest temperatures really for the weekend are going to come today, highest in really the mid-80s, and there's quite a lot of moisture moving up from the Gulf of Mexico all at the same time, so humidities are a little higher as well. However, there is a big change. That change is due to a cold front that's going to be sliding through North Texas into the Texas Hill Country on Saturday. The tricky aspect of this is how quickly will the front pursue southward across the Texas Hill Country, and then how much rain could be associated with this cold front. Either way, the cold front is going to make its way across the Texas Hill Country Saturday and should be through pretty much the whole hill country and I-35 corridor by Saturday evening. And so high temperatures will still get up in the 80s, primarily in the southern part of the Texas Hill Country on Saturday, maybe only the 70s in the north portion. And then as the cold front comes through, the north winds are going to come in, the drier air is going to come in, and the temperatures are going to dip quickly Saturday night. Low temperatures early Sunday morning, upper 40s. Can you believe it? That's what we're talking about. So pretty powerful cold front. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of rainfall associated with the frontal passage, unfortunately. But we still started off the month nice with the earlier rainfall earlier this week and close to inch mark, so already for October. All right, so the front goes through on Saturday, and then Sunday we have the coolest day, high temperatures with some clouds around, maybe only in the 60s. Okay, now if we get some sunshine, those high temperatures go up into the 70s. So Sunday appears to be the coolest day this weekend. So if you plan on going outside, make sure you take a jacket and look at the updated weather forecast, of course, always. So the front moves past our area through the rest of the week, and we start a slow warm-up during the work week coming next week. And we're slowly going to get back up into the 80s once we recover from the 60s on Sunday. And then our low temperatures are going to eventually recover back up into the lower 60s by the end of the week. And then towards the end of the week, we're going to expect another system to start moving in closer to the Texas from the northwest. It won't get here, but there's going to be some more moisture in the area and maybe enough lift to get a few showers towards the end of next week. We'll have to watch that carefully, how that next system develops, but I think we're looking into the weekend, next weekend, before we actually see some well-developed rainfall, hopefully. That leads me to my next issue, is El Nino. El Nino is the pattern in the tropical equatorial Pacific Ocean where the temperatures end up being above average. They're warm. And we've been expecting El Nino to take place, but it hasn't really formalized yet in the Pacific Ocean. And we hope that it does, because it does bring extra rainfall to the Texas Hill Country, especially during the winter and the spring seasons. And so I'll keep a watch on that for you. And so right now we're in an El Nino watch for this winter into spring, and I'll keep you posted on the latest developments.
Weatherman, don't tell me lies, I know it's all a big surprise. It's a hocus pocus magic that you do. You look at clouds and watch them swirl.
Hey everybody out there on YouTube, it's your boy Donnie Mitchell, and I'm back here with another sports challenge. This time, I'm not going after Doug and his little runny pants. I'm going after our cameraman, Kurt Campbell, and the fact that he says he can play basketball. I'm going to show him how we do it down in Bernie, San Antonio area, and school this boy at what we like to call rock ball, where I'm from. Donnie Mitchell out.
Weatherman, don't tell me lies, I know it's all a big surprise. There's a hocus pocus magic that you do. When I head on out the door, I remember what you said before, but I grabbed my raincoat anyway. When it comes to being right, your accuracy is such a fright. Just throw a dart and tell me where it lands. Donnie Mitchell did look cold, that vest he has is very bold, but I guess we're lucky he was wearing pants. Tell me what I need to know, we trust you Dave, but just so-so. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look.